We don't have one right now,
We
is
don't
what you're
have one,
saying.
but supermarkets themselves, I don't want to speak for the association, but through informal discussions with them,
Or the person
have,
following you will
yes,
speak for them. Trust
we'll talk
me.
about that. But
Yanis Abraham
I
is
can
coming up
tell you,
after.
in other jurisdictions, there is a code of conduct for supermarket. We've actually, at the division, done the groundwork towards that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sandra, Peter-Surabjit, thank you so much for taking the time to come in with us this morning. I know now want to close off with the director on this, and I think I need to ask you to make clear to our listeners the three most misunderstood expectations of the public that they have of your division. The
Okay.
three most misunderstood ones. Put us straight, in other words.
Okay. Well, the general public are of the view that consumer affairs division, right, of the Ministry of Trade and Industry, can control prices.
Mm-hmm.
We can tell the supermarkets or suppliers what price to sell to the consumer. Yeah, we have no legislative authority to regulate prices in Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You cannot. That's one misunderstanding. You're not in charge of price control, right? Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we cannot charge persons again for high prices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you're hoping, line minister, you're hoping that will happen at some point, yes?
Well, again, the conversation have started,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And the conversation have been started. Again, you have the policy makers, right? They are tuned into the conversation. So we are hoping that with time, the discussion, maybe I don't know what direction it will go, but the direction that it should go should be to the benefit of
Of the consumer.
consumers, benefit of Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm. That's two misunderstood areas. You got a third one for me?
Okay, well, I am thinking, but I am want to advise consumers that when they shop, right, you make a budget, right, and you shop at a shopping list. Too many times, I myself have been victim of that. You go to the supermarket and buy, let's say, 2 items, and you end up buying 10 items. Okay, make a shopping list, stick to it. Okay, when prices are low, yeah, buy in bulk.
I'm one of those incorrigible
Okay.
bodies. I stop buying when I run out of the amount I put in my hand to
And
spend.
yeah, what I would also like to see when there is a reason, right, for price increase. Okay, they say there's a reason for price increase because of, let's say, the removal of the subsidies, as the case may be, right, with gas subsidies, right. Yes, prices are going to go up, but we as consumers want to see when, let's say, for whatever reason, they put back on the subsidies, or there is some fall in the price in the international market. Let it reflect on the grocery shelf. Let it reflect in the prices for the consumers. In other words,
I'm sorry, you have me totally lost because that has never happened
Yeah.
before in my expectation. So
well, that is what I would like to see. I would like to see when prices, there's a reason for prices to go up. Okay, be transparent and tell me why it is you increasing your prices. However, if there's a reason for prices to go down, let it reflect in the shelf in the prices. Again, that's something we'd like to see. Yeah.
it is. You can go to Consumer Affairs of Trinidad and Tobago on Facebook and look at that page, or you can go to 800-4277 and
advice,
and you give call. One of the things I heard, and I remember calling your department because of this, folks say, okay, we've got this number, but when we call it, it's nobody answers. It rings and rings and rings and rings and rings and rings. Have you heard that complaint before?
Yeah, we have heard that complaint, and sometimes we do get some challenges with the phone lines. Yeah, but again, we are there between 8 and 4:15. Sometimes we get persons calling after 5 in the evening. And some of the officers are there, but we are there to take the calls. Yeah.
Anything in as we depart, I neglected to inquire of you that you think would be germane to our listeners this morning. And yes, Sandra, I'm leaving the microphone open by you too.
Yes, I just want to remind consumers. You talk about that very rare we see prices drop when, other things drop that would impact on price. Just want to say that way back in 2008, the price of flour had actually gone up due to wheat prices. At that time was the crisis, the economic crisis. And when wheat prices did stabilize, we did notice the price of flour actually settling back once more.
That's her
So
way
that
of
was
telling me
one,
that I'm not
yes.
just living in my bubble. It actually happened here.
It happened. But we would like to see more of that happen. That's the point, we're making.
Okay, I just want to add though that the division, we are staffed with, let's say, a limited number of persons. We cannot be throughout Trinidad and Tobago. So we are really relying and we are advising consumers to bring any sort of disparity, any sort of discrepancy, bring it to our attention because we depend on consumers to bring the information to us.
And I've got just 30 seconds for this one, and I'm glad you went there because it has been inquired in the methodology in putting this together. More specifically, if it is all-encompassing. Yes, I looked at you and I saw that you had different regions of the country, and folks are asking, is this all-encompassing? I know Tobago was not included. You said you would have something for them. But this was all-inclusive of all parts of Trinidad, this price schedule that you have out now?
Yes, most of the areas are covered, but by no means they represent all the supermarkets. As we were limited in terms of space, whatnot. But as time progresses, you're going to see a change in the supermarkets.
Sandra Surabjit, thank you so much for coming in. Sandra Peter-Surabjit and Dexter Morgan, both of you, thank you so much from the Ministry of Trade and Industry, the division that we have heard nice things about and would like to continue hearing that. Dexter, you are the director of that division, the Consumer Guidance and Protection Division. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us this morning. You're inside Brunch. I'm Rennie Bishop. It's 10:37. Yanis Ibrahim is standing by to talk about the Supermarket Association's position on this issue of price control. We're going to talk about that when we come back.